Hello everyone and welcome back to Shady Movie Reviews, and today we're talking about the anime Dr. Stone. Alright, so Dr. Stone, a super funny anime about chemistry and the end of the world. Get excited. Alright, so let's just dive right into the plot of this anime. So in the show, we follow two main characters, Senku and Taiju. Taiju wants to confess his love to Yasuriha after 5 years of bottling his feelings. He tells his best friend Senku about it and marches outside to meet Yasuriha. Taiju begins to express his feelings, but at that very moment, a green light flashes over the whole world and every human being is turned to stone, while still retaining their consciousness. 4,800 years go by, and Taiju suddenly breaks out of his stone husk and he ventures out to find the love of his life, Yasuriha. In the process, he runs into Senku, who also broke out of his stone husk. Together, Senku and Taiju will start working towards finding out how this all happened, while finding a way to reverse it, and rebuilding civilization with the power of science. Alright, so on to my positives, or what I liked about the anime. Alright, so to start off, one thing I really have to give this show, it really stands out from the crowd. It not only has an amazing premise with really good world building, but it is also executed in such a way that makes it interesting and indulging. Another thing as well, Dr. Stone is really funny. One of the best things about Dr. Stone, it's hilarious. The rock-headed Taiju and the super genius Senku make for some really funny and witty banter, with moments that will leave you making references with your friends. Oh yeah, sure, smartphones. And lastly, it has really good characters, from Taiju and Senku to other characters that are introduced into the anime. Lots of good character development and really good character depth. Now, I don't want to give too much away, but light spoilers, Senku and Taiju aren't the only ones who get revived, and maybe some people that get revived don't agree with what Senku and Taiju are trying to do, revive the whole world and bring the world back to the way it was. This show has a way of posing a deeper question between right and wrong, and how society views technology. Who's really to blame? The technology itself, or the people who abuse technology? But at the same time, is an extremely comedic and lighthearted anime. Alright, so on my negatives, what I disliked about the anime. Alright, so to start off, this can really be seen as a negative or a positive, but Dr. Stone currently only has one season out because it just came out last year, and I see this as a negative because I'm a binge watcher. I love binge watching things, and I'm just really sad because I can't watch more of Dr. Stone. But I don't know what month, but I do know Dr. Stone season 2 is supposed to come out sometime in 2020. And lastly, the only other thing that bugged me about this show, because of the plot of the anime, you could say that it's slow in nature because they're rebuilding the world back together one piece at a time, so you have to have some patience. Very interesting, very nice, but just know that it's not a fast moving anime, but the characters and the comedy make up for the slow pace. And just a little side note for you guys, all the chemistry in Dr. Stone is actually real world chemistry. Alright, so on to my judgment and TV score. Alright, time to bust out the Shady meter. Alright, so for the plot of this show, guys, I'm going to have to go ahead and give it a solid 9 out of 10. And that's because it just wasn't afraid to be different. It was a show that had a really good premise. Not only did a really good job of being different, but it didn't ruin it. It was really good, it was really funny, and it did a really good job. And definitely stood out from the crowd and gave us something that we haven't seen before. And then for the script, guys, I'm going to have to go ahead and give it a solid 9.3 out of 10. And that's because, guys, this show is really funny. Like, everything from the comedy to the storytelling to the characters, the way everything is written, it is amazing. It's funny, and you'll definitely have a good time with this one. Alright, and for the voice acting and animation, I'm gonna have to go ahead and give it a solid 8.9 out of 10, and that's because the animation is really good. It's creative, it's different. I really feel like it makes the characters stand out and their emotions, and then on top of that, the voice acting was really good. It's really funny, and how jokes are said and told really up the humor in this one. And then for the structure and pacing, guys, I'm gonna have to go ahead and give this show a solid 8.4 out of 10. And now structure and pacing is a little different with TV show because it varies episode by episode and fillers and stuff like that. But let me just start off by saying Dr. Stone has very minimal to no filler. And in its first season, it has 24 episodes. And if I were to be as critical as possible, I would say maybe it has 2 episodes worth of filler. But everything in the show has to do with moving the plot forward, and it's very story driven. And then for my overall score, guys, I'm gonna have to give Dr. Stone a solid 9 out of 10. So if you guys are gonna go watch Dr. Stone, just know, no shade in sight. So, Dr. Stone, have you guys seen it? Have you guys not? Jump down in the comment section. Let's start a conversation. Remember to like, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.